Yeah, everything's Jack 6's fault. Everything. Do you remember that time he rickrolled you, Cherez?
Yep, I remember that time.
Terrible.
By the way, are we live?
Yeah, we're live right now. Sorry, I just started it.
Apparently live now. Okay, let's do a little
Nice.
sound check, yeah?
Mhm.
Right.
How am I sounding? Well, I'm gonna leave, so I guess I'll.
Wait, hold
Yeah.
on. No, wait, don't leave yet. Don't leave yet.
Yeah, I'm staying. I'm staying.
Don't leave yet. Okay, I'm heading over to the Twitch, and I'm gonna do the sound check, and I'm gonna talk to Cherez. And you guys just chat.
Sounds good. I'm here.
I suppose.
Wonderful weather we're having today.
I mean, I suppose maybe if we're already live, some introductions. Not that you guys really need any. Just what you're playing, perhaps.
Sure. I'll start.
Right.
My name is Ryan Ciabatta, aka Ciabatta. I'm playing the Savannah Elves.
My name is Nesle, and I'm playing the Thunderbolts.
I gotta get my real name out there for my aspiring political career.
There you go. I mean, if
In
there's
20
another
years from
tournament
now,
of
you're gonna see me
champions,
on some like local
you gotta get the
school board.
votes.
Yeah, I gotta get the votes.
I'm gonna campaign for goats. Whenever that happens next, I'm campaigning.
For you.
For ghosts. Did I hear that right? Ghosts.
Goats.
Heck yeah. I mean, I have something that I call the Airbud test, which is if you're in an elected office, if Airbud, the dog, would do a better job than you should not be in that office. And that test works with goats just as well.
One second, I have to say something for you. Done. Okay, should be good. Should be good. All right, back to the. I agree. I would vote for goats also. Uh, would I vote for goats over Savannah elves? Probably. Let me look at
Ooh,
this.
that's, I mean,
Ooh.
that was one of the questions that I asked when Aaron and Jexic were asking for fan questions for Colby and Joe, the creators of this game. I asked them who they'd vote for president. And I think their conclusion was not Red Talus.
Conclusion.
That's a good point. I think
I think
What Commodore
Celeste,
would be the best president? Celeste is a good one. Celeste is a good one.
Celeste is a good one. I think
Oh,
Rognak's not a bad one. Honorable, man of his word. There's no, he's got influence. You know,
I like it. I like it.
Filth is also there up there with worst people to be part of. Just get experimented on until you're fused with a bunch of other humans into an abomination.
If he's a cult
Filth
leader,
is
he's
the
charismatic
scariest
though.
as a demagogue, they could get elected.
I think Rokomonko would also be good.
True.
Yeah,
Like,
Hey, fucking party president, let's go.
and using the strengths of everybody and having that contribute to your policy making.
Oh man, you're campaigning for him already. Let's go.
I would. I mean, Rokomoko versus Demagogue. I go Rokomoko 10 times out of 10. Plus the name's fun to say,
True.
and it's a terrible way to pick a president, pick a leader, but there are worse options. King Kamehameha was a very successful ruler of Hawaii,
There you go.
and that's
Maybe
one of the most fun names to say.
President Sneaks.
President Sneaks.
President Sneaks.
Oh, for you, Exile, who's Judy in chat says the inventor would be really get the infrastructure and construction policy flowing. True.
We do need the trains to run on time. That is important.
I think I was having this discussion with you, Nestle, that the inventor is not a good guy. Like, it's absolutely like he, he's like not outwardly evil, but like if you take it in the context of like the game, he's just like usually attacking all these other people and trying to just set up factories.
Or versus Chosen Grove is just deforestation. That ain't good.
Exactly.
Yeah,
This spot
the
in
Industrial
particular would be
Revolution.
an excellent spot. Unfortunately, there's a giant sentient tree, so we're just gonna have to deal with that. Well, we should probably get into
started?
the game if you guys are ready with to get started.
Yeah, we should definitely start it before I say something that will get me disqualified in the future.
For the chat. Yeah, we need to for the Discord. We need to keep it PC, sadly, but another time off stream.
Alas.
All right, excellent. Well,
All
in
right.
that case, let's see. I assume you guys have are going to send Shiraz a game link to spectate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect.
I
Should I
shall
make
make
the link
the.
or
Oh,
you
I'm
got it?
making one already.
Perfect? You're way ahead of me. I
So
vote. Sorry, is it Nestle or Nestle?
either work.
I vote Nestle for president. Look at that proactivity.
True.
We're gonna
Well,
full circle.
you did say Grognak is a good president, and nobody mentioned Abua, so that probably means I should win, right?
Avua would have some I forget what the political term is for like stuff that's biased towards your constituents, but there would be some tragedy of the commons leadership there, I think. It would be great for the Savannah Elves and terrible for everybody else.
Probably.
Yeah, that's why I should win, right? All right, I sent the link.
All right. Creating it, and I'll
Eden made a chat
post
for
the
us.
link.
See ya.
Perfect.
Good luck then.
Nestle, don't start it for like 2 minutes. We'll just go over the matchup quickly. We'll be really quick with
Oh
it.
shucks.
right.
It already started.
Already started?
Oh
Okay.
well.
Oh, whatever. We can
All
just
right,
go into it.
all
We can
good.
Yep.
I
Yep,
don't
that's
think we
true.
could say much on it that these guys
Yeah,
wouldn't
probably.
already. Yeah.
I'll wait to do my first turn until you're running.
We can
No.
just we can talk about while you guys are playing, so it's fine. Just
All right.
keep playing. Yep. All right. I'll see you
Yep.
guys soon. Good luck.
I'll leave the call then. Good luck.
Good luck.
Good luck.
Have
Yeah.
fun. All right. Yeah, I was gonna say I honestly don't know this matchup too much off the bat. My initial take, I suppose, my inexperienced take here would just be that um, Savannah Elves can generate economy by not doing anything, which means, and outside of Targan and Shamans, Tundra Orcs don't have much of a ranged game, so it's likely going to require at least the Orcs coming up to the midfield, unless the Savannah Elves decide to invade their territory first.
Mm.
You have any thoughts on it?
Based off what I mean, I don't have this much experience in this matchup either. I don't really play either of these two factions, but based off what Nestle was talking about, it sounds like it is Savannah Elves favored, which kind of makes sense in terms of Savannah Elves have the better commons for the long game, and they also have probably one of the best assassination games with power and Rhino and
Yep.
all their events. So I can see why for Nestle it's probably dangerous. So I'm assuming Nestle is probably gonna push up and try to get some crazy damage or crazy assassination on Abua. The one, I guess, weakness is that Abua is only a 10 health champion, so very vulnerable to a one-shot kill if Tundra Orcs have the right hand and the right positioning.
Yeah, that would make sense. And I mean, especially if it's already Savannah Elves favored, then the like onus isn't on them to make the plays, right?
Mhm.
Like that's how I typically think of matchups. It's like it's on the other person to take the risk if you're favored, generally. So this start here looks like we've got a double border archer. Failed to kill both starting units, and we're getting an early 4 glory coming out, probably trying to take out one or both of these archers, while also killing his own units, which has already happened
Oh,
on the
damn.
left side here.
Also nice
Um,
denying the magic of his two units.
Oh yeah, like this
Mhm.
is a very nice economy start. Like, 'cause he spends for glory, which is a magic. Those 2 units were already on 1 health, and that's 2 full border archers down. Only 3 left, plus Mikindaru in the deck. And now the kind of question becomes, what do you do if you're Ciabatta?
It's looking like, does he have the event to boost all his commons? No, he does not. So just look at
He
chip at
might
gate.
right here.
What's that event
No,
called?
so he doesn't
Go on.
quite have enough boosts on the Rhino to get it all the way back. That's also probably a bit of an overextension on the Rhino for just 2 swords.
100%.
So this looks like a pretty. This feels like a pretty measured approach, right? The
Yeah.
Lioness is safe unless there's like a second For Glory charger or something, or 2 chargers, and that's not going to be worth it. And the Rhino is just going to be occupying that front gate spot. Abois is safe, and I think Tundra Orcs here have a pretty clear early economy lead, but as we mentioned before, I think that Savannah Elves are going to have the long-term economy over the Orcs.
So Ciabatta discards 2 cards, keeps 1. Um, Interesting. I know Ciabatta is very vocal about liking to discard. Oh, interesting. I'm wondering if we have another For Glory here. He's very he usually discards the first power. He says, especially if it's in his starting hand and he sees no use for it.
That's a good shout.
Well, second For Glory, yeah, that makes sense. Try to get rid of this lioness.
Would you mind streaming for me, by the way, as the Twitch is a little bit delayed?
Oh, you should just
Also,
watch
double.
the. Sorry.
Oh no, go for it.
Just watch on the. Eden created a channel. Just watch the lives because.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, easy. So 2 For Glories down is really interesting here because like it kills the rest of his stuff and looks like it's also going to leave no targets yet again. Oh, it looks like the fighter's
Fighter will still
living,
be,
which
yeah.
is fine.
Mhm.
Uh, Huge economy lead, right? Uh, I would say,
Yep.
but now both For Glory are down, so that is a pretty big consideration.
Yeah, it's gonna
Going
be
forward.
100%. I think Savannah Elves commons in general are just very chunky. Outside of the 1 cost one, I forgot the name. The mage maybe. Anyways, the 3/2, uh, spirit mage, spirit something.
Yep, you
So
got it.
yeah, outside of the 3/2 spirit mage, all their commons are 4 health or more. So basically, the 4 glories are very good for clearing those out. But now that they're gone, Nestle will have to spend multiple attacks, or at least a Grognak attack to, or a Smasher attack to kill their commons.
Yep, this makes sense. Um, let's see here. Spirit Mage looks like he's just gonna try for the 3 out of 6, which that Spirit Mage already gets his boost off onto a Bois, so he can boost up something very effectively as soon as it's played. Um, yeah, both For Glory down. It's also gonna really lower the assassination threat
Yep.
of Tundra Orcs here. Uh, Granted, they looks like they haven't drawn an early gate, so not really able to move Grognak up with that. Gets the 3 out of 6, so that's
Mhm.
useful to make sure that it would be very unfortunate if that fighter lived. Also, I think another thought on the For Glory play is probably just that having both of them early. He played the first one to very good effect. The second one, unless he's holding on to it for like the perfect opportunity, it's just going to be sitting in his hand, and he's not going to want to discard it. So
Hmm.
I think it makes sense to just kind of run them both out early. One thing I think that's underrated in Summoner Wars is kind of playing both to the situation and to the draw.
Hmm.
In this case, the cards were kind of telling him, "Hey, blow up all of his stuff early, with For Glories and deny him a bunch of magic," and that's what he did. So trying to force strategy sometimes can kind of get in the way. Another charger here, trying to possibly take out this uh, distant spirit mage
Yeah, that's a great point.
and a smasher.
Yeah, this is nice because the Smasher is kind of safe here outside of a Rhino. And the Charger's even blocking the gate spot, which the Rhino would be at. So a very nice play by Nestle, almost making sure that unless I guess um, either either Ciabatta gets super lucky with a lion, but most likely the Smasher lives next turn without power, or a lion getting 6 sword specials dice.
He could like load like 3 boosts on that Rhino and uh like yeah, that'll get it next to the
Smasher.
Smasher, but I
Mm.
don't think you really want to trade like a 3+ boosted Rhino for a Smasher though.
Yep.
Especially one that's like deep in enemy position where you're not set up means that it's just a very free kill back.
Hmm.
Um, didn't he did I think this is like the probably the first big whiff of the game other than the initial border archer whiffs was this charger not killing the spirit mage. I think positionally though it's still quite nice in
Yes.
that blocks that gate spot and it's kind of this very low value thing that uh he's going to let's see here.
Yeah.
Ciabatta is going to have to clear out take an attack on, right? And leave something.
100%. That's a great point. I think this is, like you said, a very high level play by Nestle. The charger, even if the charger misses, this still has a lot of value. Just blocking the skate spot to prevent, like you said, outside of a 3 boosted Rhino, or basically not allowing for a free 2 attacks on the Smasher.
Yep. There also can be like there could be like a border archer against the smasher, but unless he rolls again really hot, then like that border archer just dies. So that smasher's at a very threatening spot. And it looks like he's escorting the spirit mage out to the corner, and
Mm.
then probably just grabbing. Ooh, very interesting. He's setting up a little bunker in this bottom left here.
Yeah.
Also, Abois got 5, once he puts it on something, 5 boosts ready to go, which is a very, very threatening thing. 'Cause that means that just a 5 boosted Rhino can kind of come out of anywhere.
Hmm.
And he's incredibly safe. So I'm curious to see how this like gate position here is going to work out. I think the Spirit Mage is going to be essentially a backup Abuashi in that with a move, it can just generate a boost every 2 turns.
Mm.
So if he's playing the very sit back game and not really needing to move his pieces around a whole bunch, with 2 moves through a Bois and the Spirit Mage, he can generate effectively what is that 3 boosts every 2 turns?
Yep. That's a great point.
Taking a brief look at econ here, I would say that that Spirit Mage honestly is effectively still a 1 cost unit, just because of its ability and the fact that it's very safe. So I would say about 6 magic total for Ciabatta, with 13 discard, and then, well, now 10 because of the 2 smashers out of 12 from the 12 discard. So under orcs are about -2 with my rough calculations, and Savannah elves are at -7 and about to be lower. So
Mm.
going to be quite exposed. Also, the 3 magic here means that he can at most play 1 common and 1 like 1 2 magic common and a spirit mage.
Mm.
So I find that like when you're playing decks that aren't like uh, have a 0 cost, or especially if they're not like full of 0 costs, then when you're playing at these like lower magic values and you don't have a lot on the board, it really limits your options and like limits your threat range of what you can do. Like the Spirit Mage, unless he exposes this Smasher, unless he exposes something on the side of it, uh that like exposes a 2 cost like common on the side of it and uses like a Bois, he's not really going to be able to like get 2 attacks on it,
Mm.
at least safely. Like he could kill the Smasher, but whatever he uses to kill it is also likely dying.
Mm. True. I'm curious whether Ciabatta uses a power this turn to get rid of one or both of these smashers, because it could be a big look at 6 magic off the board, um, in general. But it is. Or you were talking earlier about the way you're evaluating these the econ is through you're thinking about the way Astro values econ, the what he posts in the Discord, the
Not quite that much. I think that goes a little bit too far. basically just taking a look at your discard pile
Mm-hmm.
versus your magic, including the magic you've already committed to the board. So, like in
Mm.
this case, Nestle has 6 magic in the reserve, but he also has 6 on the board. So that would be a total of 12. He has 13 to his discard pile, so he's at effectively a -1 magic. Not
I
from where he
see.
started the game because of starting units, so like a little bit lower.
Mm-hmm.
But you're naturally going to go more and more negative unless you're against like a very recursion heavy faction, just due to the nature of the game as you trade. Um, and this is very, very rough math. Position matters a lot. Like the spirit mage, it, you know, it's you could say it's a 1 cost unit,
Mm-hmm.
but it's also not really attacking anything. And it's very much just kind of probably going to farm boosts and maybe come out to play later for like a single hit before it dies. Uh, and then also like boost economy changes things. The amount of health that are things that are left.
Mm-hmm.
I would say a 1 health smasher is worth a lot less than a 6 health smasher.
Mm-hmm.
But it's also still worth a lot more than a dead smasher. So it's just a rough way to kind of gauge the economy of the game, um, as well as also what's been spent. So in this case, Nestle spent 2 for glory, so it would make sense that he also has a bit of an econ lead because that gave him a bunch of kills on expensive targets
Mm.
and denied magic for his opponent. But now that's no longer in his deck. So there's no easy way to evaluate the economy of a game really until you get down to the end game where it's like, I have a smasher left and he doesn't have any units left, and then it's like that's a pretty clear magic up
Mm.
or value up. Ciabatta's thinking here quite a bit, so he's got multiple plays he's considering.
Yeah, I think you can definitely, because both floor glories are down, and because of these gate positionings, and also Grognak is down in the mix. I think you can risk getting Abu hit next turn, and potentially, and that seems like what Ciabatta's doing. Try to get the smasher down.
Trading the spirit mage basically for the smasher is a great trade. Um, and really, Abois is still in a very safe position by doing that.
Mhm.
Uh, which you always like to see. It's what, a 6 out of 7, but it's effectively kind of like a
Yeah, we can look it up.
uh,
It's
worthy dice almost.
yeah, so it'd be or sorry, 7 bows, and it's on a smasher.
Yeah,
So it would be
pretty good odds, I'd say. I want to say like
84%. Yeah.
70. Yeah, let's say like 70 to 80.
Mhm.
That tracks. So it's less about, I think, the risk here, because also, unlike when we started the game where we said that it's a Savannah Elves favored game, I would say at the moment it's a Tundra Orcs favored game because of just how the game's gone.
Mhm.
Um, so I would say that you definitely want to be the one who's taking risks here as the Savannah Elves player, and he looks like he is committing to 2 units and dumping all 5 boosts
Ooh,
on
an
this
instant
lioness.
7 health lion.
That's a big one. It's
Yeah,
a very scary lion.
definitely. That's a cool play.
So it's this gives him a bit more certainty, right? Like he's almost assuredly killing the smasher, and then if he doesn't roll very poorly on the smasher with the lioness and a Boashi, then he gets a 3 range hit on that other smasher, which puts it into 1 hit territory most likely.
Hmm.
Um, the lion also is exposed, but at the same time is very tanky now. However, all those boosts are committed. So he's gonna be pretty low magic. Very good rolls though.
Yeah, it's very nice rolls. And then also, to your point, the smasher can only kill a spirit mage or a gate,
Yep.
basically. So it's not gonna have
Yeah, that spirit mage is effectively trading itself for this smasher, which is pretty nice.
hmm Definitely. I'm curious. We have to ask. I'm curious to ask Ciabatta why he moved uh, Abu up to the second rank
I
instead
believe
of the
it
first.
was for the spirit mage to give a Bois the
I
boost.
see. That makes sense. That makes sense.
Um, That and also, I don't think there's much of a
Difference. Yeah.
there's no safety difference there. It would just be positioning of whether or not you want to be able to like. I think that he's honestly more active in the spot that he's at currently, right? Like
hmm
he can always still tuck around behind a gate. He doesn't need to go so far away. So he can always get to safety if he's threatened, and then if he needs to come out and utilize his HP pool a bit more here, then he can.
Yeah, no, it's a great point. I think because both Floor Glory gone, because both four glories are gone, you can't do some crazy uh, smasher, shaman for glory double attack kill a boo in a single turn with the right dice. Um,
Yeah, you would need like you would need. I don't think it's actually even possible with his gate situation here because he would need like two shamans and a uh what's it called? I
for
guess
or the
Smasher could if he rolled one or fewer specials out of
Yep.
6 and then rolled a 6 out of 6, that he could kill himself. But that would be listen. If I died to that kind of play, I would be unless I was like extremely far ahead, I would be okay with it because that's some crazy dice odds there. Um, but now it's Nestle's turn to kind of go in the tank a little bit, and yeah, that I quite like this play from Ciabatta because the Lioness is exposed, but also like I don't think it's dying outside of like double Smasher because of those Furlories being down. It's a
Yeah,
very scary thing as well, in that Chant of Power will give it 8 power all of a sudden. But Ciabatta's magic's really low here. Like 2 magic means that if he plays a 2, he can't play Chant. So there's no like Chant of Power, Border Archer, Chant of Entangling shenanigans that are a possibility here, at least as of yet. That's probably like I think where the threat's going to be going.
I mean he can get
But
the extra.
Lioness needs
Oh, sorry.
to.
Mm.
Oh, go for it.
He can get the extra magic from killing the Smasher. I mean, the Smasher is definitely dead, so he can. He
Ah,
technically has three
this is
magic.
fair.
Yeah.
This is
But
fair.
I think the issue Nestle's having right now is probably thinking about if he summons a champion, no powers have been played, no weavings have been played. I'm sure Ciabatta's discarded at least one of each at this point, but Nestle doesn't know that, and he has to play around that. Um, so you're really afraid of if you summon a champion, it just blows up immediately to this line into like a border archer or something like that. Uh, so it's a little bit tricky. You could have some crazy potentially with the right rolls. You can have some crazy back and forth with a fighter, but
Yeah, that'd be very funny.
just between the line and
I've
Abu.
I've been frenzied 7 times before, and it's terrifying. Uh, not the kind of thing you want to bank on. Looks like he's playing it safe
Conservatively.
here.
Yeah.
He gets a second gate finally. Uh, the Smasher also something does need to hit it for it to die, right?
hmm
So like either another Spirit Mage comes out, a Boashi comes out, the Lioness goes over, something to that nature. So something will have to kind of step out of the back line of Savannah Elves here if he wants to kill it, which he does. And it looks like he's just gonna be going for poke on this Lioness
hmm
and then just killing the Spirit Mage.
Yep. I think it makes a lot of sense. I don't think he should commit too much here, even though Savannah Elves still have a lot of threats potentially. As Bean says
Oof.
in chat, ooh, that's a he can. Oh, he decided not to re-roll it.
I know he rerolled
Roll it.
the first whiff.
I see. And then with the second one. Bean points in chat. I'm not sure how many times you've played Ciabatta Exile, especially because Ciabatta doesn't play too much ladder. But he's like notorious for being a very tempo player. He discards super heavy. Him and Ben 10 are the two people who I would think about just discarding like super heavily, always having like 6, 7 magic, just threatening everything. Like having half their deck, but because they discard so heavily, they can have everything. And are able to get a very nice combo pieces or just leverage their magic really well to summon all the units they want to. Um, So it's strange seeing Ciabatta, the one which has only 2 magic, and Nestle, the one having 7 magic.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair. I played him a few times in some practice games. Haven't played him on ladder yet or in tournament, but we might get there with tournament. We'll see.
Yeah, no. After this cast, I'll look into what's happening with the Turtle Terror. I know it's going
Yeah.
some cool stuff happening.
Let's see. So, okay, it looks like Abois gave some boosts to the Spirit Mage, which the Spirit Mage is going to be giving
Back.
back.
That's kind of cool.
That's that's fun.
It's pretty funny.
Just kind of passing some boosts around. It doesn't
Exactly.
generate boosts. I said Abois generates boosts. It doesn't generate boosts on Abois because Abois can't has to give boosts to generate boosts on himself. So I guess this is a way of very slowly generating boosts with Abois
Mm.
and just kind of like banking them up. And it looks like Lioness again is exposed, but the question comes how much because he kills his own 1 health gate here.
I guess to
Uh,
preserve magic. That's
Preserve
kind of.
magic, open up this line.
Mm.
I agree with it because like there's no like forward gate from Nestle on this side of the board, right?
Mm.
So it's very open. And now the Spirit Mage can actually go trade its life for some dice,
True.
which is nice.
Good point.
Also,
Curious. Go on.
looking at the gate position. Oh, sorry. Just gonna say, looking at the gate positioning here now,
Mm-hmm.
I quite like the uh, Savannah Elves gates here. They're just far enough away that from Tundra Orc starting gate they can't be clogged outside of like a charger. They're quite far back. Um, this Lioness is in front of his left gate, so that summoning spot is open for whatever he needs to toss out of it. So it's
Mm.
definitely still quite a like there was the early swing from Tundra Orcs here of just killing a bunch of 2-cost units, which gave them a bunch of tempo. That's where all of Ciabatta's magic went.
Mm-hmm.
But now we're starting to see, I think, the like boost economy kind of start to come online, or at least just fully manifest from Savannah Elves, and
Yeah.
now Tundra Orcs got to figure out what to do.
100%. There's a lot less tricks, as we discussed earlier. There's a lot less tricks now that both Four Glories have been played. There's a lot less tricks that Ciabatta needs to be afraid of, with whether it's with Abua or like these 7 health lions are just really hard to kill without getting Grognak involved. And also this lion is just
Let's.
yeah.
So what do we have left on both sides is also a good question. We've seen a couple smashers, we've seen a couple shamans, we've seen 2 or 3 chargers.
Mm-hmm.
So about like a pretty even split there. No champions, a lot of magic on the Tundra Orc side, and so far all of his events probably at this point have discarded 1 copy of most of them,
Mm-hmm.
if not both freezes. Um, and then on the Savannah Elf side, I believe we've seen what 1 Rhino. We've seen 2 or 3 Spirit Mage, uh, 3 Lioness, I want to say, maybe including the starting one,
Mm-hmm.
and uh, only 2 Border Archer. And actually, one of those was starting Border Archer. So
Still has
actually, no,
3 left
we've seen 2.
potentially. I
I
think it
think
was
there's
2. Yeah.
2 left because
Yeah.
he did kill another one with a. They haven't lived long. They've each gotten 2 attacks on 1 turn, and then they've promptly died.
Right
uh,
after.
Yeah, but also I don't think we've seen any events out of the Savannah Elves at the moment.
Mm.
So most of those have probably gone to Magic. Uh, Almost assuredly at least 1 chant, 1 entangling left, if not more. Um, Probably 1 chant gone by this point.
Do you think it's a bait? It doesn't look like Ciabatta's going to go for it, or potentially. But do you think it's a bait to try to kill this 10 or the 7 health gate right now? I think it is. I think it would be a mistake to kill the 7 health gate currently.
Uh, yeah, I mean if like let's say he had killed a 5 gate somewhere else
Mm-hmm.
and there was less gates left, I'd totally see it. But like maybe killing that gate and kind of forcing him back to just the other side of the board. But as it stands, he has 2 more gates and that would spend a Chant of Power most likely to kill that 7 health gate.
Mhm.
And I think that would put him quite far back behind economically. He'd get 1 back from the gate, but lose 2 to the Chant of Power, and then he doesn't even really impact the unit economy
Yep.
of Nestle at all. So, uh,
It's interesting that Nestle discarded a card because he was already at 7 magic and he still discarded a card. So I'm curious. Maybe he's trying to start chumming a
probably
champion.
freeze.
Trying to get...
Like,
Yeah, freeze in this
it's either
matchup is
like
so bad.
could see like a 3rd champion, like if he has 2 champions left and he wants those 2 over whatever one he discarded, or it's freeze, or if he has like 2 primal fury or 2 brutal force in hand, could easily
Mm.
discard one of those. I don't think he'd discard a gate here unless he again had both and didn't want to play them.
Mm.
And I wouldn't really want to play a gate on this board position either. Maybe one on this like left side from the Van Elves perspective, just to kind of threaten this newly opened file in the A column. But one of those is likely the candidate, I'd say, for that discard.
Mm.
Or if you want Smasher plus Champion, that is a break point.
True. So yeah, freeze would make sense because it's just basically useless in this matchup. Like that card needs to get, because I think the interesting thing about freeze is it probably would be amazing this matchup if it worked on boosted units. Just because
Yeah.
but the fact that it doesn't work on boosted units just makes it impossible.
You could just kill a Lioness. Like, if you dealt 2 damage to a Lioness and it has 5 boosts on it, you freeze it, it dies. That'd be so good.
Yeah, I wish there was a way of like rewording it where you didn't get rid of like you abilities except boosts or something like that. Like something like there must be some way of.
I think it could kill Lioness. I think I'd be fine with
Fine.
it.
Just one-shotting a line.
I've dealt 2 damage to this Lioness. It is now dead.
Mm.
It would have been like right here. It would have been a very scary thing for Ciabatta to have to deal with. Of like, oh, my Lioness is taking 2 damage. You can just freeze it and it dies. But instead, it's entirely useless in this matchup.
Mm.
There's probably some edge cases, but it is not the kind of thing that you would really ever come up, I think. So it looks like Ciabatta's starting to dump the boost on a Rhino. So that's going to be a very far-reaching threat. Grognek's full health, though, so it's really more of a threat towards... I mean, if he has, a boss far back, but if he gets the opportunity to dump 14 dice on Grognek, then I would also do the same. But probably a bigger threat to just, like, champions, right?
Mm.
If he just gets his Rhino boosted up, he can just spend a chant, kill a champ, along with another attack.
Very true. Yeah, so I think he's gonna go for the power play on the Lion, or potentially. Oh, it looks like a double attack potentially. I don't
He
think
was
he needs to.
thinking about the chant on the gate,
Yeah.
unless he was just clogging.
Mm.
But I wouldn't go for that if he was just clogging, because he still has so many spots that could attack those things.
Mm. I think it makes sense, but then you're trying to, if you only attack with a Lion, but then you're hoping for an 8 for 7 or 7 for 8 swords, which is just not gonna happen most likely.
7 for 8's actually pretty decent odds, with just the Lion.
Is it
Like
50-50?
swords scale surprisingly well up to high numbers when you're trying to hit those like near max rolls.
Mm. 60,
Typically,
yeah.
I think like for example, I think it's like 15% to hit 10 out of 10 swords,
Mm.
and it's I think 40 to 45% somewhere in that range to hit 9 out of 10. So like swords
Interesting.
can scale very well up to those high numbers, but still quite a risky play. And 7 out of 8 is probably going to be somewhere in the range of about a 50% kill. So even if he hits it though, I don't think it's worth the chance. Like
100%.
the Lioness likely dies on a crackback,
Mm-hmm.
and then he probably plays a gate. And you've just spent chant and your
Yeah, it's less threat.
biggest boost investment on a dead gate.
Mm. Yeah, I think that's something which the threat of something. So the threat of double power is definitely more like, even though I'm like 90% sure Ciabatta's already discarded one, knowing Ciabatta, Nestle does not know that, or it could also be that the last 2 cards in Ciabatta's deck are 2 powers, right? And just you can play around. It's much easier to play around 1 power than 2 powers. Let's say it that way. Um, Look, you can easily sacrifice one champion to a power, and then if you know the other power's gone, then you're chilling if you summon another champion after that. Is kind of the idea.
The read that I would get, honestly, if he played a power to kill this gate, was that he had a second power in his hand, or like left in his deck. Like that
makes sense.
a big thing also of Summoner Wars like meta strategy is like trying to read what your opponent has. So like side example would be like if Sand Goblins in a matchup where like Mega Gate is good is loading up French Rats on their gate, you know that they likely have a detonate left. They didn't like even if they burned hot a bunch and you know they milled like 5 cards. You're like, oh, maybe they milled the second detonate or something of that nature. It doesn't. You're like, oh, they're loading French Rats on their gate. They really wouldn't do that unless they had a detonate, right? So that's the same kind of situation here. Is like if somebody burns a chant of power on something that I would be like, huh, if that's your last one, I wouldn't make that kind of play, or I don't think you'd make that kind of play. I think the conclusion you can draw is that they have one left. Um, looks like this lioness is going to be dying to a smasher. Although it is relying on a shaman hit to do so, so could very well live. Quick maths. I was doing Tundra Orc math earlier today, actually, for a tournament game. Is shamans whiff fully a third of the time, so with influence they whiff fully a ninth of the time.
Oh, interesting.
So a little over.
It feels
10%.
way more than that when I'm playing Tundra Orcs. It feels like half the time.
I know, right? Looks like first whiff. Is there the second? Nope. There he goes.
Gets it. Nice.
I had a Shank go 1 out of 24 earlier today.
That's amazing.
It was very painful.
Meanwhile, I'm playing against the birds, and they're rolling. The worthy dice are going, crazy.
Yeah.
So that's how it works. No, interesting. So now it looks like I kind of like this play by Nestle, mostly because Ciabatta has only 2 magic. So being able to get 3 attacks this turn is going to be a bit hard, especially because I think they've summoned most of their spirit mages, you said earlier.
Yeah, here I could actually go check the log here. Love doing a little Control F on the log. He summoned 3 spirit mages. He summoned 2 border archers. He summoned 2 rhinos, and he summoned 1 lioness. So only a single. There's the last spirit mage right there. And it looks like it's going to be a rhino. Ooh, entangling too.
So rhino can get up to 5 boost, I guess. Not sure.
I'm very curious about this entangling play.
Why is the entangling on the... Maybe he entangled the wrong spirit mage? I think he entangled the wrong spirit mage, because I think he wants to get double on the smasher, right? Is that the idea?
He might be like giving this other spirit mage a boost from a bois and then just moving him like 4 spaces or something, but oh, interesting. Yeah, I actually think he might be trying to trade the spirit mage for the shaman. I'm very curious.
Oh, I see. You can move, so you need extra boost. And that way you can get 3 attacks with the mage moving up to the forward spot. That makes sense. But how does 1, 2? So he just...
Unless he gets lucky, though, I don't think he's killing both units. Like, that's the thing. Unless he's chanting, which is totally possible. I like that position from the rhino.
So the idea of... Yeah, I think he's going to swap it. The question is, does he want the spirit mage to get an attack on the shaman? And I think like you said, the odds are not in the favor unless you can get 2 damage on the shaman.
Yeah.
Which is not happening.
Also, quick stats for the Tundra Orc side. He summoned 3 Smashers. He summoned 2 Tundra Chargers, 2 Tundra Fighters, which mostly I think just because that was the For Glory turn. I'd be very surprised if Nesle had just summoned 2 Tundra Fighters just for no reason. And then we have 1 Frost Shaman. So a lot of Shamans left. Few Smashers left. And then probably few fighters left, I would say. Just maybe like one or two if they're on the bottom of his deck. Just given that I think Nestle has a penchant for discarding fighters generally
Yep.
outside of those like for glory plays. So curious to see where he ends up with this one. Looks
So-
like you're right. He did swap.
Yeah, and then trying to get Abu in there. Um, he has to be a little bit afraid of some type of. Abu is a little bit in danger here to some type of. Uh, what is it? Not fighter. It's the other one. The zero cost
Charger.
charger into some brute force fury turn. Just get a ton of dice on Abu. But
Yeah. I think it has to be if it is brutal force plus primal fury, which is a very scary thing.
Mhm.
Like, uh, even with both for glories down, I think either of those by themselves isn't as nearly as scary. But when you put those two together,
Mhm.
it does make a bit of a threat. But again, I think here I'm not gonna. He's got like what boost math really also throws it off a lot, but he's negative 14 with just quick maths, and then Nestle is negative 7.
Mm.
So with full health summoners, even with some boost economy to kind of offset that a bit, I think that
Oh, sorry, go on. I was just laughing at the rhino. the rhino. The rhino went on a journey that turn. Or that
he's
around. Sorry, go on,
he's
go on.
going. All good. I still think that I would say that this is currently a 100 orcs favored game. So
Hmm.
I think that when you're behind, those are the kind of like plays you have to start accepting, where it's like, well, if he has this combination of cards, I might need to play in a way that leaves myself open to it, right? Like
Yep. Mm-hmm.
if there's a possible 30% kill shot, let's say, on your summoner, but you're like currently probably 30% to win the game, it might if that 30% kill shot leaves them in a vulnerable position you can take advantage of, that might actually be a good thing if they go for it.
True. Yeah, I'm inclined to be with you. I think the main thing this game has been Nestle is just because of the too early four glories, Ciabatta has not been able to accrue enough magic to summon multiple commons in a turn. Like he's been reduced to 3 or less magic almost every single turn since like
Yeah,
turn 3.
and it's a tough cycle too because like you have you have little units on the board and low magic,
Mm-hmm.
so you have to like basically play units to get all your magic down, and then you especially against the deck like Tundra Orcs where they just have so much HP.
Mm-hmm.
Um, you're not going to be getting that much magic in return, especially with the magic denial coming out. Which means you have less threats. So then those commons get wiped off, and now you kind of get this cycle where you're just like constantly at a lower threat than you should be
Yeah.
because you just keep getting wiped. Looks like he finally I shouldn't say finally uh wrapped up his turn here. The Rhino made a journey onto the right side. Both Spirit Mages are up with an entangling.
Mm-hmm.
Um, resulted in the death of a Smasher. The Rhino is at 4 boosts, but close by to Tundra Orc Gates, but far from the units. And then both Spirit Mages are up. However, Ciabatta has now gotten 4 magic. So the
True.
possibilities here are a bit more threatening.
Yep.
Entangling, let me just take a quick look, is summon phase. So that Rhino is not going to be getting entangled with 4 boosts.
Yeah. It has to be within 3 spaces.
Yep.
Yeah, no, this is a very high level and also interesting game. Um, I'm curious. As the chat points out, Nestle's no longer at 8 magic, so we won't see any octopus. No, I'm kidding. That's a Watu will
Warden.
know. Warden. I will never
He's
forgive
clearly
Nestle.
going to play Mini Tree.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what
He'd be so good in Tundra Orcs.
True. Yeah, Hagrada's saying that Mimway. Yeah, Mimway would be amazing. Mimway is not being summoned this game, and he'll never forget Nestle for.
He could discard 4 of his remaining cards next turn, go down to
True.
2 cards left, play Midi Mumway.
Have you? Oh, I guess we weren't playing back then. So there was a tournament buff to Meta Minway where it not only gave uh um more dice to
Power.
roll, but also more
Yeah.
health. I think. So you just have this giant tree.
It was Volcar.
Yeah, just a giant Volcar.
Trampling Volcar is what you're telling me here.
Exactly, trampling Volcar. It was amazing.
That's terrifying. Yeah. Did it keep at 11 health? Because surely it had to like go down to like 9 health or something.
They kept it at 11 health, but no one still
Oh
would summon
no.
it. It still is kind of a meme, just because the problem with Savannah Elves is you just never have enough magic.
16 health though.
Exactly.
16. What do you? That's not even a midi. That's like a slightly junior Nim. Eldiri, is it Eldiri Nimrid? I always call him Nim. Uh, looks like though that magic is going away from Nestle. He's committing to
Mm,
Ragnar, I should say. Um, and looks like he's gonna try for a 5 out of 5 on this Rhino, granted with influence,
mm,
and then picking off the Spirit Mage. I'm surprised that he doesn't have Shank here. I would have really expected to see a Shank come out instead of Ragnar, but might be in the bottom 7. Might have discarded it earlier. That's a very good roll though, because that means that now his odds of killing this Rhino are
yeah,
incredibly high, and there it is.
that was a
Pretty sure it's
pretty
like what,
crucial.
70% twice.
Mm.
So it's a very very low chance of failure.
That Rhino
9%
dying
chance
is
of
very
failure.
important. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
This is starting to look in dire straits, I'd say, because he has probably the ability to blow up this champion. I mean, he surely has like a power in his hand.
Hmm.
A Bois and the Spirit Mage can give 3 boosts to something. Um, but even if he does that, like let's say he successfully just one shots Ragnar this turn, he's gonna have to spend like 3 cards to do it, and then
Yep.
he's starting to just the econ is starting to catch up here. Um,
100%. I think that's why both the Spirit Mage and the Rhino dying that turn are just very crucial. Like those are very crucial rolls. Because
yeah,
Ragnar, especially if the Rhino lived, Ragnar you could just power the Rhino. Ragnar dies. Um,
yeah.
and
Rhino plus Spirit Mage kills that a good chunk of the time, I would say.
mhm.
Rhino
Yep.
has to roll like 5 out of
So
8 or 5 out of 7,
yeah.
and then Spirit Mage has to roll like low or some mixture of that kind of thing.
Mm-mm. Yeah, her
But yeah,
grot.
this is tough. Go for it.
Yeah, her grot is saying that Ciabatta has been holding Nimue for 4+ turns for your plan. It's gonna be summoned next turn.
Yeah, it's all gonna be this.
All for this. What do you even do
That's
here?
just MIDI.
Go.
If MIDI costs 4
Mm-hmm.
instead of 8, he could blow up Ragnar with MIDI, but unfortunately, doesn't look like that's in the cards because it's not printed on the cards.
Honestly, if I was Ciabatta here, I would consider just attacking the Charger, getting some more boost on the Abu this turn by the Spirit Mage, and then just trying to get up to 5 magic. Um, I think summoning anything here, you need to make Nestle come to you. I think it's hard otherwise.
Well, we're getting to the point of like it is econ, right?
Mm-hmm.
When you just run out of cards, you run out of cards, and that's tough. A Bois needs to get involved, I would say, is a big thing. I like this archer to possibly kill this shaman. Like it's not great relying on a 3 out of 4,
Mm-hmm.
but that's again where you're at the moment. So yeah, just killing the shaman, killing the charger, uh, trying to utilize a Bois' health a bit, and
Ooh, that's a
I
whiff.
think this is really where the whiffs start to really hurt. Is
Yep.
like that's the kind of kill you just really need to kind of
Get
keep
an
in the
extra
game.
magic. Yeah. Let's hope he
Like
gets
so the
this.
shaman dies great.
Mm-hmm.
That's good. But we also haven't seen the last smasher. So like
Mm-hmm.
I could very easily see a world here where this like smasher comes out to just kill this archer, Ragnar kills the spirit mage, or the charger kills the spirit mage, and Ragnar chips a Bois. Like it, just at this point, it's just like very soon the only things that are gonna be left is just a Boashi, and He doesn't do much by himself.
Mm. Good point. Yeah, no, I think it's important for.
Also,
Oh, go on.
I was gonna say 14 health Grognak as well. It's like even if he manages to get the econ back, like even if he manages to get it like down to an end game, 14 health Grognak I think just wins a large percent of the time against Tabuashi.
Agreed. Agreed. Yeah, I think it is the right decision for Ciabatta to bring in Abua. Abua will have to be part of the attack. It's four range dice. It used to be 5, but I think it's definitely more balanced at 4. And it can't be ignored. Look, that's outside of archers. It's basically the same. It's basically attacking the same as an archer is
Yeah,
every turn.
yeah. I have no idea why it was 5. Like there's a couple decisions in Summoner Wars. Incredibly well made game, incredibly well balanced game for like the style of game it is. There are just a couple decisions that I scratched my head at, which is gonna happen. Like nothing can be perfect. You can't get everything right the first try.
Yeah.
But I'm like, why does this guy have 5 attack? That makes no sense. Why does Freeze say unboosted? There's no reason for that. It had to have been because it was part of the master set, and
Yeah.
they like it's a very very small side tangent. Is like the idea of fixing something, like fixing an interaction, but you fix it on the wrong thing, right? It's
Mm.
like I'm pretty sure they were like, oh, Freeze kills lionesses. We don't want that to happen. We're gonna say it's unboosted, and then all of a sudden, this card, you know, Tundra
Mm.
Orcs don't care about boost at all, except for Grognak uses boost basically as a once per turn kind of thing
Mm.
in a very weird way. His ability could have very easily said once per turn. And then there's, with the exception of Ragnar giving him more boosts, right?
Yep.
They don't care about boosts, especially on their opponent's things. And then all of a sudden, Freeze cares about being unboosted.
Mm.
So it's the kind of thing of like, oh, if we wanted to fix this interaction, maybe they should have fixed it on the lioness side or done something different. You know what I mean? Like that
Mm-hmm.
kind of thing.
Yep.
This is all hearsay and speculation, but like that's I think how we kind of probably arrived at that decision, and now we're left with just like this card that probably already wasn't great, now just being extra bad.
Yep. I know what you're saying. Yeah, it's to your point. It's interesting, like vanguards and like basically, arguably one of the strongest decks, Savannah Elves. Also, Polar Doors on release was probably the most busted deck ever made. And
Yeah.
then you had vanguards in the same release, where not only was it vanguards, but Sarah had 1 less attack. It only had 2 attack.
Yep.
It is like by far the worst deck in the game, and I think part of it has to do with apparently during playtesting originally, like vanguards was the most busted deck by far. Like apparently, like just
Yep.
the recursion was nuts. Um,
I could see it.
and because I will say, even though Vanguard is arguably the worst deck in the game, it is one of the most frustrating decks in the game to lose to. Like just infinite recursion, like Sarah,
Infinite Knights with
exactly
like
infinite knights.
there's 5 knights on the board and she has like 4 magic left, and
Exactly.
also if you kill a knight she hits with her thing and she plays another knight. Yeah, like I could those kind of like styles of deck I understand wanting to like err on the side of like lower balance on.
Mm.
And like I also see the idea behind the original 2AV. Like Rhett has 2, and it's
Mm-hmm.
because like they were like, oh, we don't want to be a combat summoner, right?
Yep.
And then I think with Sarah they must have gone like, well, there's gonna be this like push and pull of like she's gonna do like no damage, but hitting with her is huge, so
Mm.
we don't want to like overvalue hitting with her. But like it ultimately ends up coming to this point. Like those are the kinds of things where again,
What's
this is me
happening
talking
here?
to somebody who has not made so many shamans. Dear God,
What's
pause
happening
that
here?
conversation for a second. If only that gate was a Targon.
Oh, he's afraid of a power play on Grognak. I guess that's the shaman's just a protector here. I was wondering what it is.
I think that's also just yeah, I could see it. Like, he has an archer. There could be a Rhino
Mm.
eating his way at Grognak. Also, like, it's just predicted the Charger too. Oof.
How many rerolls? Oh, he gets the perfect one. I was gonna wonder how many rerolls Nestle spends on this.
I would spend all of them.
To get it.
I would take this one though. I wouldn't spend the reroll here. It's
Mm.
like you're likely, there's a good chance you roll into a whiff. If you roll again into a hit, it's gonna, whether or not to take like a 1 damage shaman hit is I think probably like one of the generally more difficult Tundra Orcs decisions.
Mm.
Because it's a really weird thing. And yeah, I think like here it's like, okay, 3 magic, 5 cards left in deck each. But the board state just shows the econ difference here.
Mm.
It looks like I think we're gonna get a
Power.
power, which like a power play here.
Mm.
Oh,
That's funny.
interesting. He's putting it on the archer.
Oh,
Ah,
Hail Mary! Hail Mary! No, he's
wait,
not.
he can't. Wait, he can't do. He can't do it though because the blah isn't within
And the
3.
red, yeah.
Ah, there it is. So it's what? It's a 5, 9 dice hit on Grognak.
Yeah, it's
I mean, if it was a 14 dice attack, I would try for the kill shot.
just go for, that'd be the most amazing thing in Summoner Wars history. A 14 for
Yeah.
14 range dice.
Yeah, to win the game. Like, yeah. I think here though, the archer just dies though. Then you spent everything on Grognak. I mean, again, I don't think he has much of a choice,
Mhm.
right? But this is assuredly the second power, unless he's really holding it, and even if it isn't, with what unit? One nice thing about this though is I don't think that this really telegraphs anything. It's like we kind of knew he had like you at the very least, even if
Mhm.
you don't know he has Chant of Power, Chant of Entangling, any play you make as Tundra Orcs in this position is going to be assuming he has Chant of Power, Chant of Entangling. Like
Yep.
0 cards left in deck, hasn't played a second Entangling, hasn't played a single Chant of Power. You're very unlikely that he's discarded both powers or discarded the second Entangling if he played one like that. So
Mhm.
curious. He's going with Lioness instead, not going with Entangling.
Is he? No, he's killing
And
himself. He's killing himself. I know, Ciabatta. This is a triple attack of power on a Bua. I know you, Ciabatta. Oh, he gets the 4 for maybe he switches it now.
is he...
Oh, he
no,
doesn't go for it.
no.
Okay.
You
I think
had me going there for a second.
we have to ask
I
him
think that
afterwards.
this is protecting the archer. It's
Hmm.
got to be just. I think like I want
True.
to say he must have discarded a border archer. This must be his last archer. Summoned border. Yeah, so he's played 3. So I think this is his last border archer. He might have discarded one, or he just really wants this one.
Hmm.
And I think he's just gonna try to nurture the boosts on it and use a Bois as a meat shield.
Hmm. It's a cool idea. Definitely. Grognak is
Yeah,
out of the way, so no for glory double attack.
there's a smasher.
Mhm.
And it looks like we are just going to be killing a lioness and hurting a Bois, which tracks.
Yep.
And that's the gate.
The super
Say
safety.
no. I saw that. I saw what you tried to do. I decided I didn't want you to do that. So,
That's hilarious, actually.
especially like in a live game, I really like that kind of play. It's
Mm.
just like, what are you gonna do about this now?
Oh, gets
Also,
it.
like Grognak is in a great spot here as well. Oh no, for like influence as well. So it's like it's okay walling him in. Oh
Perfect.
man, yeah. Sometimes when it gets down to the end game and you need dice to go in your favor and not for your opponent, it just goes the opposite way.
Mm.
And I think that even like if he whiffs on the lioness here and like that charger had died, I don't think the outcome is all that much different. Like
Mhm.
the win percent probably the needle moves a little bit, but not significantly. Um, but regardless,
So we have potentially with the. I mean, if Ciabatta gets lucky enough, he can clear Grognak and the Smasher this turn. Um, and potentially even if he gets super lucky, he can also kill the Shaman. uh, but uh, so it's definitely gonna be a power play. I'm assuming on the Ragnar. The question is, you basically use all your cards, so it looks kind of hopeless after this unless Nestle just whiffs everything.
I mean, there always is the chance that he just wins everything for like 3 turns and
True, true, true.
a Rhino 1v1 Grognak for the win. Maybe
Very
a
true.
little bit longer than 3 turns. um, Also, though, like Nestle's down to like 1 magic. I
Mhm.
would assume there is a charger left. Uh,
Yes.
Summoned Tundra. Yeah, he's played 3. Unlikely to have discarded 1, but possible. Uh, but with like also like another thing is like with his magic this game, I would say that like if the magic situation was flipped throughout the game, it's more likely that Nestle's discarded a charger. But
Mhm.
with him being so high magic, unless he discarded one early or really wanted to find something and didn't have a use for it, I would say it's unlikely that he discarded one.
Mm. A good point.
So I would say one of those 3 is probably a champion.
Mhm.
Uh, could not be, but I would say maybe has been discarded like in the last couple turns. There at least was one there recently. Um, Probably like a charger. Also, one of like Primal Fury or Brutal Force.
Mhm.
Could be double freeze.
Double freeze. It's funny, even if he has double freeze, this still looks lost. Like
Yeah,
even with the best possible hand for Ciabatta. I
double
think.
freeze and
Mm,
another gate.
mm. I think here you literally just have to. Okay, so he's not going for it. I think I was gonna go for the pray for a Bua, one shot the smasher. Uh,
I like the Rhino boost to go try to like. Oh, interesting. Over there.
so
I like
still
the idea
protecting.
of like trying to kill
Mm,
the charger, get the smasher or the shaman low, I should say.
mm.
Um, Also been going. This game's been going for a little bit, about an hour. I can't see the competitors' times, but they're probably both nearing the 10 to 15 minute mark at this point, somewhere in there.
Yeah, I think
Um,
especially Ciabatta, I think is probably running low.
yeah, Ciabatta's probably around 10 or sub 10.
Hmm.
Could be up to like 15 or so, but we've had a little bit of a few moments where both players have tanked a little bit. Yeah, I think the Archer has to go like one shot the Smasher, hit Ragnar, and then a Bois kill Ragnar. Like those are the kind of dice odds I think you
You
kind of
need.
need to hope for,
Uh
and then maybe just Rhino just like walks back and forth and then kills the shaman.
huh.
That's like even with that, his last we know his last card is Chant.
Yeah.
So even with that, unless he has double freeze gate, there's likely like a Tundra Charger or a fighter coming out to kill the archer. There's, you know, probably gonna be or another shaman. I think he has one left. Uh, Abois also just had 3,
Mm.
so it's not looking great, no matter how you put it. Oh,
Oh my
okay.
God, this Archer, MVP Archer.
Look, look at it go.
Look at that thing
Do it.
go.
No, you gotta do it. You gotta do that.
No.
Such a good. I love that archer. That's such a good archer.
That'd be an amazing Archer if he wasn't in this exact position, right? Just like, so much
Yeah,
value. He's going for the chant of power double.
you gotta do the funny archer play though. Too good.
Yep, chant of
Okay,
power.
there it is. There's the last one.
I think this makes the most sense. And you just pray
Yeah, I'd
Nestle
agree.
goes 0 for 2 dice on the Archer
Okay,
next turn.
one shot's the smasher. It's
Nice.
pretty good. And then we hope that okay, if
Damn.
a blog gets a 3 out of 4.
I mean, it's likely.
Nope.
Damn.
Yeah.
Well,
Rhino finishes off Ragnar. Now you gotta hope that a Bois. Honestly, if I was Nestle here, though, you gotta dedicate an attack to just go kill this archer. Just take the pieces off the board is an easy way to go about it. If you had good odds to kill the Rhino, might as well do that too. Like, you can kill a Bois, but like sometimes the safest play is to just take the pieces because he has no cards left. So it's like, I mean, even if Grognak was at 1 here, right?
Mhm.
It's not looking great. So Grognak can go and utilize the health pool, even in the worst case scenario.
I mean, good news for Ciabatta is that of the 4 cards Nestle has on the field, 2 of them are shamans. So if you can get rid of these chargers,
True. And Bois can somehow take out 14 Grognak HP.
exactly.
He doesn't even dedicate the charger to go kill the archer. He's just
Killing the
deciding to
shaman.
kill the rhino.
Yep.
I'm curious in that I guess the archer really isn't really much of a threat anymore without the chant. Oh, well. Okay.
Yep. These are the shamans we need. Nestle's last 2 cards are a freeze and another shot, or 2 freezes and a shaman. And Abua is gonna do some work.
You can do it.
Oh, interesting.
Okay. I mean, it makes sense.
Mm-mm.
That, I mean, gotta hope the archer doesn't die, I suppose.
0. I mean, I've definitely rolled a few times in my career 0 for 4 swords, so it's definitely possible.
I never rolled it on a 1 HP target, though.
True. You think it's coded that if it's a 1 HP target, it's guaranteed? Like, Joe just...
Yeah.
Joe just has it coded.
No, I rolled shock 8 dice to kill a 1 HP gate earlier today, and you missed it twice.
Gets it.
Yeah. Well. Oh, come on.
Nestle with the BM. The BM.
Discards up to shock. Oh. It's a very clear, like, econ. Like, at the very end, right? Like, once he plays this thing, it's like, yep, there he is. All right, 0 for 8 shock. Here we go.
No, the shock hit first. God damn it.
It doesn't even show the shock hit. Oh boy. Well, that was a very good game. Like you said, a very high level game. Before our competitors, I assume, will join us back here to debrief. Just going back, I think it was very much defined by not just like the first 4 glory, but I think the 2 back-to-back 4 glories to kill, like, I think 8 magic of worth of, like, more than 8 magic if we're using Astro's math. Really though, even if you just count a card as a magic and you count the bounty as another magic, that is 12 magic
Hello.
worth of things.
Hello.
Why, hello.
Hello.
So, Or Glory is now my least favorite card. No, really well played by Nestle.
Yeah,
Or
it's a
Nestle.
very good game.
I was so worried starting the game with 2 for glories. I was like, oh, I'll need to discard one, I'll need to discard some fighters, and then you just gave me a good opportunity to use the first one, and then I was like, what the hell, I'm gonna keep the second one, and even
And
kept
then-
a fighter in my hand for it, which I like super rarely do.
Her Grottic
When I
Helmet.
did that, I made 2 mistakes that game. The first one was showing my end combo with the Rhino and the Entangling, and what I was trying to go for, even though it was like my odds were less than 1% at that point. The second one was on turn 1. I had Lioness and Entangling in hand, so I could have gone for the Lioness on D3, move it up to go for some Entangling, confirm the kill on the fighter, maybe get lucky and get the kill on the shaman. But I did not want to do that because it would leave me with a 3/3 Lioness. It would take out an Entangling, and it would mean I wouldn't have a surplus of magic in hand. And I was like, it really weakens me. It takes away from the possibilities because once I use the second Entangling, they don't have to play around Entangling anymore. And I mean, what are the odds that they have 4 glory and I roll poorly? What are the odds? All I really need is the kill on the fighter. And then the shaman can do a 4 glory thing, I don't care. And the odds of having one of those 2 cards in your opening hand is less than 1 1/3 or whatever it is. I'm just gonna go for it. And that did not work.
Yep. I've had similar situations happen to myself before where it's like, this will be fine. What are the odds that they have this thing in their opener? And then it turns out that is in fact exactly what they had in their opener, and they had more than that. So yeah,
I'm still not sure if I don't know if that was the wrong call because I don't want to let Grognak get free attacks in, especially with a Primal Fury lane before I have my hand set up. You can dive in on me, play some gates before I can one turn kill you. But it might have been the wrong move, and that's an area of I'm going to look into it more. And there's still so much more to learn about these factions that I've played hundreds of times. And that's a really cool thing about Summoner Wars.
True.
This is such a simple matchup, but I really like it. It allows you to just, experience some things that you maybe have missed that are super simple, or not so simple.
Yeah. These are the 2 factions I recommend to beginners the most.
Interesting,
you play
Savannah.
against each other or just in general?
In general. Against each other, it's Phoenix Elves, Tundra Orcs, because they have the yin-yang thing.
Why Savannah Elves do you recommend?
A few reasons. One, I love them. So I'm biased.
One bias.
One is biased, but first off, they are very simple conceptually. You put boosts on your common units, and they all work together to do cool things. Second, every single card is good except for the tree. So you don't have to like metagame strategy at the beginning. You can just be like, play whatever you want. Third, their combo game is very intuitive. Get a lot of boosts on a thing, and then do stuff with that thing. It doesn't take that much explaining, but you can see as a beginner the like wild skill ceiling that is there for you to explore. So low skill floor, high skill ceiling is always great. Fourth, they are a fundamentals faction and they play very reactive. Their biggest weakness is that they have no control over what the opponent does. They don't have any like defensive tools beyond just do your thing better than them or kill all their stuff before they can do anything, which is a weakness, but it's great for a beginner because as a beginner, you don't know what your opponent's going to do anyway. So that the knowledge check isn't as big of a deal for them. And finally, they're a super powerful faction. And if you're a beginner and you're not as good at the game, it helps to have the crutch of getting to attack twice and have these bonkers common units and all of your stuff work. And for you to have no bad matchups. I think the worst matchup is Breakers. It's like a 45-55.
Interesting.
You're not going to have Cave Goblins versus Fallen Kingdom. So they're very versatile. They're the only faction you need to... You can learn from them into a bunch of other plays. There's a bunch of things. But the short answer is they're fun.
They are very fun.
That's a great breakdown, I would say, for like for a reason as to recommend them initially, because like I think a lot of the time people recommend just Tundra Orcs because they're quote unquote simple, and like Phoenix Elves, like the like starter set factions and a couple others, but that's it goes a little bit farther, I would say, into like as to like what would be good for a new player. So I like that. It's good because
Thank you.
shows the like depth of like a bit of like where you can go without making it required.
Yeah.
And, like inward focus, right? Of like not playing reactive, but at the same time really just doing your own thing as best you can, really.
Exactly.
What do you think
Let's
about?
see. No, go for it.
Nestle, what did you think about the matchup? What was so you said that you were very you learned this new thing that because I think the crazy thing about your four glories were because Ciabatta also got your units so low, they also killed their they also killed themselves. Every single, not only did they kill the two archers, but they also denied the magic from Ciabatta. So Ciabatta was in this
Yep.
rare situation where I think Bean called it out. He's like, I've never seen Ciabatta with so little magic on Savannah Elves for so long. Like I think you had 3 or less magic for a majority of the game.
Correct. And I got all my units to start. So I think it was the third turn where I did the math and I'm like, if this goes to end game economy, I have to stop building magic because I'm going to run out of things to spend it on. I had to toss both
Damn.
my good champions really early because there just wasn't stuff to pay for them.
Yeah, I was just never allowed you to get set up.
Yeah. Border archers couldn't stick around. I got like 4 boosts on Abwa and I was feeling great. And then you killed everything I had to do anything with it. And so I just had to plop it on a lioness and call it good.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Like
well, at
the
least I have
biggest,
a champion now. And then you killed him in 2 turns. You killed her in 2 turns.
you mean the
Go
border
ahead.
archer?
The lioness that I put the 5 boosts on.
All right. I was like kiting it. I was waiting to draw 2 smashers to deal with it
Yep.
because uh I had Grognak, not Grognak, Shonk and Ragnar in my hand for a while at the same time while
Mm,
with
and
a
you sat on that.
smasher. Yeah, so I was just kiting you around with this shaman.
I
Which
was trying to like body block with the spirit mage to prevent the wounded smasher from reaching it. But you're like, I don't need that smasher to reach it. I'll just summon a new one.
yeah. I also just hit all of the 4 out of 4 melees that I needed, I feel like. Um, the fact that shamans, not shamans, the smashers can one-shot border archers is like uh, a real pain in the ass as someone else, I
Oh yeah.
imagine.
There was a
It,
couple times I wanted to just pop a border archer for some extra dice, but I'm like, it's gonna get his face caved in 1 turn. That is a bad 1-to-1 matchup. I'll just let you hit my gate.
yeah.
I felt so spiteful when I took down my own 1 health gate. Like 2 can play the magic fine game.
I was actually curious about asking you about that play. Also about the gate placement that you kind of took in general. If you
Yeah.
wouldn't mind walking through that, like first gate placement, second gate placement, and then also the reasoning to destroy that third gate or second gate.
All right. So the first gate placement was me just trying to prepare for that was end of turn 3. So beginning of turn 4, you can see the link. I put that gate there because I was worried about a advance along what would be my left flank. It would be Nestle's right flank. And then with my lioness and my summoner occupying that third column, I wouldn't be able to get a unit over to counterattack. If it's like a shaman on A5. And just the forward pressure that could put. I wanted to put a gate down because it was in my hand. I didn't know when I would draw another one. That seemed like a good spot to eventually move Abwa to B2 and having them 4 spaces away like that, if Abwa is in the right spot, it gives you the maximum chance of entangling spacing.
Gotcha. Yeah, I'm picking up what you're putting down. So, what exactly spacing? A Bois on B2, and then versus their gate summoning spot on the
Yeah,
left
if you
side
see,
from your perspective.
if you have both gates 2 spaces away from Abwa, then all of the summoning spaces are 3 spaces away from Abwa.
Ah, gotcha. So that was the kind
So
of like position you were trying to eventually like get Abwa onto, so that way you could entangling from any of those spots.
that's right. Plus, it wouldn't be able to be reached by a melee unit unless they use the charger for it. So it's not easy to park a unit there as a blocker. And if you summon a 2/1 just to block the A4 spot when I can still hit you on the B column, I'm fine with that. So it was mostly just a like, this is a good long-term gate spot, and I want to put a gate down.
Perfect. And I think you also had the other gate in hand, so it makes sense as to like, I do that myself frequently as well, where you'll have like one gate that you're maybe saving for maybe a forward position or a tactic or something, and then you have one like typically my first long-term gate goes for is the first gate I play. And then that second gate was also a very interesting decision to kind of make this little bunker in your
Yeah.
bottom left-hand corner.
Well, I had a 1 health Spear Mage who could move back and forth and generate boosts if we played the long game, which was still looking. I was bad on the econ there, but I was not out of it, and I have the better long range game. It gave Abua some protection, so you couldn't just roll down a shaman and take a pot shot. Not the biggest deal since it would be ping damage, but always nice. And it's another spot where it's the I move Abua around, and it's the spacing still works.
Gotcha. So it's those entangling spots are still open.
Yeah, Abua goes to C1. The entangling spots work.
Yep.
Abua's at
You lose the A4 entangling spot, but every other gate spot still exists.
precisely, and that allows Abua to charge up if needed to get more chant of power combos.
Yep, that this makes sense. It's also three was it the same distance away from his starting gate. So there's that same thing of not being able to like give cover. And then
Yeah.
I guess then going finally onto this after the smasher hits the 4/4 on the gate, it's left on 1, and you have the spirit mage there. Decide to ping it and kill the gate. So if you wouldn't mind walking through your reasoning there.
Yeah. So at the end of that turn, or at the beginning of that turn, my hand was Lioness, Rhino, Weaving, and Tangling. And I did not use or burn any of those cards because I was running out of stuff to spend magic on. I was looking to future entangling combos. Having the Spirit Mage entangle with the Rhino could bring that unit into combat if I needed a second or third attacker, which is what ended up happening. I also knew that the gate could get pinged and killed for magic by a shaman, but that shaman could not hit the Spirit Mage from where it was standing off of summons on the C6 gate. So it allowed the Spirit Mage to come out and be a combat unit without putting itself in danger from any card. I guess that the ranged champion could have killed the Spirit Mage from there, but I'm fine with you using that. That's a 6 health card I can just then hit with my big combos with my call it an entangling lioness. Rhino Lioness attack the 6 health champion. Truth be told, I didn't even think about that option. But I wanted that Spirit Mage to not be trapped there. So that, and I didn't want to give the free magic. It was a long-term play as for econ reasons and for space control reasons.
I should have played Targan just to take you off your footing, you know?
No, I mean, it would have shocked me. Targan is a great card. It's kind of stranded in the wrong deck.
What do you think
Honestly,
about the slander, Nestle?
I disagree, honestly. I've had her be useful in a lot of matchups that are actually pretty meh for Thunder Orcs. Like I played her in Swamp Orcs and Spectral Conclave against those two quite a bunch. And she's great there. And also just more useful in normal matchups than you would imagine. in normal under quotation marks.
Your average matchup.
Yeah,
Mm.
in
Spectral
when you're
Conclave's a
not
very good
fighting.
point.
Yeah, when you're not fighting Spectral Conclave. That's what I mean by normal.
Oh man, that must be a tough matchup because that matchup's already kind of tough for like Mountain Vargrith, but they have so many tools to like force things around and get things into positions. Tundra Orcs don't have those, so ooh, yeah, that would make sense. That why
Mhm.
ranged champion pretty good there.
Thunderhawks do well enough into Spectral Conclave, funnily enough. I found that out. I haven't fought against necessarily the best Spectral Conclave players since then, but I've played a few games and it was pretty all right actually. I think my win rate in it is now 4-1, which is a lot. You just play all of your champions, don't summon your smashers, you don't need them.
Well, I suppose back to this match then. Let's see. You have any questions you want to ask, Shares?
Yeah, I guess a little bit outside of the match. Nestle, you went 4-0 in Division One, so you're officially the champion. Eden is asking what what your emoji is going to be.
Uh, I don't know. All right, I'm going to say it right now. Whoever sends me like the funniest emoji idea, I'm going to put it. So take
Uh,
this as your invitation.
Nestle was the one who created my Bread Boy
Oh, really? That was
first
sick.
mode.
That
That's
was
awesome.
amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the first and the second ones were both fantastic. The third one, where I gave him a little trophy, ended up just coming off super narcissistic and arrogant, and was not a good reaction image. So that would be my. I'll try to think of something, but something that's good as a reaction image, like Beans as a finger pointing bean, is a great way to go.
Is this your first Live League win, Nestle, or have you won before? I forget.
Yes, this is my first live
Oh,
league win. I
congratulations!
went
Congrats.
3-1 before, but
Congratulations.
Well earned. You played super well this game.
yeah, thank you.
Every single thing I thought I was being clever, you just shut it down immediately.
That was the plan.
At the
Fun
end, I
fact
saw
about
you didn't even move Grognak, and then I saw that you had blocked off every way for me to get Chant of Power in.
Yeah, I was like, do I just spend the gates to negate everything you have? And I just was like, sure.
I mean, it was my only win condition at that point. I only
Yeah,
need absurd luck to win the showdown, especially
that was
once you
my
brought Shonk out.
yeah.
The end game
At the
shock
point,
was great.
it was so unnecessary.
Part of me was thinking I should have resigned, but I'm so glad I didn't, so that you got to get Shonk.
I, I'm so glad you attacked with that border archer. I was worried you would just get it to the side and I would need to spend a charger to kill it and not actually summon a Shonk. But I actually got just enough
You could have
magic because
summoned the
of it.
Charger and then just summon Shonk and have him hang out, just as a power move.
He just walked up to Bois and was like, "Hey," and then he died.
Sean came in expecting to fight and just was dead already.
He would have rolled 0 out of 8. I'm telling you, if you attacked with him.
No, I'm sure. He was itching.
Yeah. Actually, that's
So
a question I
close.
wanted to ask real quick. Was you said that you had Shulk and Ragnar in your hand, and you chose to summon Ragnar first. What was the reasoning there?
Yeah, that was an active decision. Because of the turn, I was attacking with a shaman, with a charger, and with Ragnar, and I had to kill a rhino with my champ and a charger. So I was like, I'm going to summon Ragnar because 5 out of 5 melees. I didn't actually check the odds. I think it's more likely than to kill it with Trunk. And even
I'll
if I
check it
miss,
now. But
even if I
the
miss,
giving the rerolls, I think, makes the difference, even if the actual dice don't add up.
yeah, but like he can give rerolls for himself. It's the slight issue, but still.
Yeah, but he gives
and
rerolls for the Charger.
yeah, but the charger is way more likely. I say that I would have certainly there was certainly a chance to miss with the charger as well, but
Looks like
uh,
Shulk is 45% with the charger, and then just a straight. This is without reroll. Just
Yeah.
straight 5 out of 5 sword is 40%. So slightly more likely, but yeah, the idea of like if Ragnar misses, you can reroll, and then if he hits with special, then you have the reroll for the charger in case charger misses. This
Yeah.
tracks.
And also because melee dice are just more consistent. If I reroll Ragnar, it's more likely that I'll hit, I feel like. And
Yeah.
Shonk is just gonna hit like 0 dice. 2 turns in a row. I'm sure he would.
Just to spite
Yeah.
you.
And Ragnar just kept giving me boosts, which helped me out a bunch, I feel.
Yeah, he kept giving you 3 out of 3s with 1 boost, I think.
Yep, yep.
You rolled that like 2 or 3 times in a row. I was like, that's just gravy trade. Just free boosts.
Yeah, Ragnar is obviously better than Shonk. You heard it here first.
Ragnar's not bad. I think when I was trashing on Targan, both of those champs suffer because they're next to Shonk.
True.
It's like being the second best quarterback on the team.
Oh, I thought you were going to go a basketball reference there, Ciabatta. Interesting. What was that?
I was thinking basketball players complement each other. You can't have two. If you have two great point guards, they add to each other.
True, true.
You have two great quarterbacks. You cannot play both of them.
I see. Good point. Good
I
point.
also want to add, I was like shitting bricks when you tried to play the entanglement combo because I was like, oh my god, you're gonna hit 14 out of 14 rage. I can feel it. And then I realized it's actually 13 dice because you need to spend. No, you didn't have it because I was
I didn't have
thinking
it
if
at
you
all.
had growth, then you could have had 13 dice on me, and I was like, oh my goodness, there's a universe where that could have happened, but no, it's 13 ranged. So
Unless he
Yeah.
has 6 boosts on the border archer, and then he can go the double seven
yes,
attack.
but
I
I was
should have
thinking,
loaded up. I should have loaded up my. No, I couldn't have because I needed the border archer to prepare to generate more boosts.
yeah, I don't think you could have done it.
There's
Maybe
a border archer
Weaving,
turn where
actually, would Weaving have done it? Because you summon a Rhino. If
Stop
those
it.
were your last 5 cards and then you hit 14 out of 14, I would have been okay with losing.
Yeah. I'm checking the dice odds on that. If we go bow,
It's going to be 0, I'm pretty sure.
Oh god.
It's not going to
8
calculate.
plus 6.
Do y'all want to guess what the odds are?
All right, before I look at it, I'm going to guess 1%.
My guess is 1.2%.
All right, we got any others?
It's gonna. I mean, the app is going to be 0.
0.5.
0.5 and 0. All right. The correct answer is 0.3.
Does it show on the app? Really?
SWZone.com.
Oh, I didn't realize.
I'm just rolling it over and over again.
I see.
Maybe you missed
And yeah,
super
it's
badly.
0.3, 0.3, 0.4, 0.4. So I think 0.5 was the closest answer.
Yep.
Yep.
0.4.
Good job,
Or is
Excile.
gonna be something. Thank you.
Damn,
Guys,
you're right.
You win the...
Yeah, sw-zone.com/roll-dice.
I feel like
Extremely
sword is
useful.
gonna be like 9% or something silly. It's gonna be like
14.
a ridiculously high number for 14 out of 14.
I'll say 5%. I'll say 5% before checking it. Any other more guesses?
6%. I'm gonna keep up with the team of being just
All
slightly
right.
above you.
Are y'all gonna go 4.9 and 5.1 then?
I already know the answer, so I can't say it. I already rolled
Gotcha.
it.
I'll take 9.
Oh.
I feel like it's a 9.
It is 7.7%. And if we do it the pure math, 5 out of 6 to the power of 14, which is what I should have been doing this whole time instead of doing a approximate. Yeah,
It's 7.8.
7.788656%.
Mhm.
And the
Feels so
exact
high.
mathematical answer for Bo, 3.43%.
Wait, 3.3% for both?
Sorry, 0.343%.
There we go.
I
Yeah.
misspoke.
Higher odds than you would have liked, huh, Nestle?
0.3 plus the odds of having those cards.
Yeah.
Those
Ay,
exact
ay, ay.
cards.
In,
Keep the
in
last
Doctor
hand with
Strange's 14 million universes, I win that game 4,796 times.
if that doesn't take
Wait, no,
into
I
account
missed
having
zero.
those cards.
I win it. I win it almost 48,000 times.
Damn. That's a lot of different universes.
Is that
I mean,
just the odds or
congratulating him.
the cards as well?
That's the odds of hitting 14 out of 14 ranged.
Then it's like 1,000 maybe, realistically.
The odds of winning that
have it.
game, I would put it 50-50.
Because you either win or you either lose.
Oh, I've heard that when I tell people I do statistics, they say that so much. They're like, "Why do we need that? Either a thing is going to happen or it won't. 50% chance."
It's how it works, obviously.
If you look at how people estimate what the odds are of things, like what are the odds it's going to be rainy today? There's huge spikes at like 99%, 1%, and 50%.
Interesting.
That sounds
Yeah.
about
If
right for
something's
people.
between 30 and 70% likely, people think it's 50% likely.
Yeah, I
And if it's
heard
under
that before
30%,
somewhere.
they're like, oh, it doesn't happen.
Yep.
Yep. For me, it's whatever 2 out of 3 range dice is. That never happens. That's a 10%.
No, you should say it's like 1%.
1%.
That's how you really get new players. Don't worry, you never miss 2 range dice ever.
I was shocked to my core when I realized that like 2 out of 2 range is like a 50% or thereabouts like chance. I'm like,
Yeah,
what do you mean? It hits 1 out of 2
Exactly, every
always.
time.
Yeah,
Only when you don't want it to. Only when you like just want it to hit 1 out of 2 does it hit 2 out of 2 or 0 out of 2.
Yep.
It never does what you want it to do.
yeah, that's why melee is superior. That's why people should play Thunder Orcs instead of someone else.
wow. But with the border archers, you get to attack twice. So you always get 1 out of 2 twice, which means you get 2 out of 2.
Which means you hit 0 to 2 times in a row. Also.
I feel like border archers exacerbate the feel bads when you like your first hit's good, or like your first hit like still gives odds for your second hit, and then they just like 0 out of 2 or 1 out of 2 that second hit.
I don't know. You guys should all play
It's
Storm
actually-
Goblins. Go on.
We could all play only like direct damage decks.
Exactly.
No dice rolls. What would be Storm Goblins would be S tier.
Yep.
Who would be the top if no one could roll dice?
If
I
dice
think Strong would
always
still be
miss,
amazing.
oh, Shonk would be
I was-
just a mobile 10 gate with coolant.
Forged would probably be
She
A
already
tier.
is.
Forged,
Ooh,
yeah.
The treats are good.
Maybe Phoenix Elves?
Phoenix
But
Elves,
I'm
yeah.
not too sure.
Phoenix Elves have some of it.
Yeah.
Sand
But they also
Goblins.
have a lot of stuff that activates when stuff deals damage to them. Like Divine Retribution's useless now. Blinding Flare's useless now.
Burn S tier though.
Forged Storm
Um,
Goblins are SS tier. Forged is S tier.
I think Storm Goblins beats everybody. I think.
Yeah.
Just about. Nobody else can deal with that much damage without.
Yeah, they're Meta
dice.
Knight. It's just a different game.
I mean,
Yeah,
Sand Goblins can get
Oh.
the, super
Ooh.
wrench explosion. Might have a chance.
You just don't discard anything and play Mortar the whole game.
Exactly. Just motor over.
That would work.
Just slowly. Oh wait, that's how you beat Sand Goblins. Is you just wall Krusk in a corner. You slowly creep your 10 gate closer and closer, and you just mortar him to death.
Storm goblins, you mean? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's because they can't lightning it.
Yeah, they
Lightning
can't
the
deal
game.
damage. So it's just kills
The
everything.
Sand Goblin Storm Goblin matchup is like 90-10.
It's
The Storm
crazy.
Goblins have to get to you before you can wall off Crust.
But wait, how does this work with inactivity damage? Does everybody just take inactivity damage every turn?
Oh,
Well, as long as you attack, you don't take it. You don't need to hit anything.
Dice always miss, but you can't roll the dice, but you can still attack. I see.
and they just say, interesting.
It would also like polar dwarfs would actually be quite good because ice mitts on bears is actually the main way to do any damage really because you're doing 3 damage guaranteed. And you're doing 3 damage period actually because we are saying you have the worst luck ever.
So are the dice are being rolled? They're just always the worst option.
Yeah, I
Mm,
imagine it's like that.
I see.
So that's a different game
Mm.
because anything like
Dragos
Yeah,
becomes S tier. Yeah.
Dragos, but Fallen Kingdom have like
Nothing.
actually
Purge.
Purge.
Yeah, purge.
Purge would work.
All your commons don't except emulate from the cultist.
The Ice Mist would be amazing, but they'd only do 2
Yeah.
damage each because it would be the bow. No, it's always the worst option, so they always are just a sword with no specials.
Yes.
But like, I feel like nothing can really beat like, even like sand goblins or not sand, storm goblins like can only deal like what, like just like 1 to 2 damage a turn. I feel like beefed up. Ooh, trample also.
Trample
Torrid
would be
meta.
amazing.
Let's go.
Rhinos would be amazing.
That would be amazing.
Get out of here, border
Yeah.
archers. You can
I think
attack for
this-
0 damage twice as much. Big whoop.
I think that if this is the game, that Savannah Elves does in fact beat Tundra Orcs.
Yeah, Thunder Orcs just don't do anything.
Do they have any damage at all?
I don't think so.
You can reroll to keep missing.
That is about it.
You can deal damage to yourself with For Glory. Maybe. No, because you never
No.
deal damage
It's
to
always the
them.
worst option. So if you
But Smashers actually just become super terrible because any melee
They're the worst.
can deal damage against them.
Yeah.
Hill dwarves are interesting.
oh my gosh, you know what this means?
Mm.
Big Tree is actually playable.
The trample mechanic.
It's a trample card. Yes, an 8-cost trample card, but it's a trample card.
There you go.
Yeah, it's an 8-coster that walks for 1 still.
It's still way worse than Rhino, but you only get 4 Rhinos.
They
you
still
got nothing
died
else
when
that
they were
does.
mage. Or I am Arthur, I mean.
You know what I
Oh
want?
yeah, Emperor Archer. That would do good.
I want a Plat Hat tournament where Medi gets speed, and it's probably the most broken card in the game. But it'll be fun for one tournament for Medi Minway to have imbued
Oh,
strength
that would
and
be
speed.
so great.
Just a.
I would like a tournament where every summoner is replaced by a champion.
That'd be cool.
Oh.
Maybe
Same-
you double
same
their
deck.
health or something.
Same deck or like any champion.
In the deck.
Does
Brimstorm
the
and
summoner
Cinderwing.
become the...
Yeah,
Does
the
the
summoner
summoner
becomes the champion.
But do you have the summoner in the deck then? Or do you have one less
Yes, we
card in
do.
the deck?
Oh.
Is the summoner free to play?
Um,
Or let's see. I was thinking about this. How much do you think a summoner would cost to play?
depends on the summoner, but I think a lot of them would be 8-costers.
Yeah, like 8 to 10, or in that range, I think.
Who would be
Hard
the
to get
cheapest?
Magic.
Sneaks probably?
Oh no, I feel like there's
Sly's
gotta
good.
be. I
Sly
feel like
is
probably
good, but
Valdaria.
Yeah, it's Dagger with a little more health. So yeah, it would be kind of cheap.
Yeah, but
Dagger's only 4.
Dagger also has backstab, but also Sly is so much better on a summoner than on a champion because
Yeah.
you need to worry about your summoner not dying and Dagger not
Yeah.
dying. You would like it, but it doesn't need to happen.
Ooh, what about? Oh no, I guess uh, Big Tree would actually be a very interesting card to put in a deck.
Big tree.
Big Tree.
Yeah, it would have to cost a lot if it's actually
It's-
a champ.
It's a
Because you use a Citadel
20 health.
Advisor, put it at the bottom of your deck, and then it's insane.
There you go. Oi, oi, oi.
It's just how's that champ called? Dominus Catu, but on
Yeah,
steroids.
Yeah.
but mega busted. 4 attack, 20 health, and you have an epic event that will just let it do 5 damage.
I feel like Baron would be pretty cheap actually. Like if he's not a summoner, I feel like
Yeah, for the
his
same
abilities are a lot worse.
for the same
Who,
reason that
who is
Sneak
this?
would be cheap, right?
Yeah.
Who just said would be cheap?
Baron Daemar.
Yeah.
Ooh, Pyrrha.
Pyra would be awful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it
Find
makes
your
sense.
other champion.
You play Pyra and now you can't build gates at your opponent's side.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Oy, 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 that'd be crazy.
She
Yeah,
would need to
Pyra would
cost
probably,
like 4.
because she's kind of designed as the worst summoner because she starts with the dragon.
Yeah.
True.
Recall Brimstorm would be a very bad card if she was in the deck.
You would need to summon them both.
At the same time.
Yep.
If Brimstorm's a summoner, it's just, hey, I exist. I forgot about that.
Yeah. Oh,
Or the
wait, I
card
get plus
goes
2
from the
strength if I
gate.
die.
Or it goes from the board to your hand for an instant loss. Play this card, lose the game.
I was wondering why Brimstone had magic cost, but then I guess for Shadow Elves or like some card return or Shadow Elves, it can't be used on
Yeah.
cheap. Yeah. Can it?
Is
Yeah.
it Darkness Brimstorm?
You can put it in
Calm.
other decks.
Another decks I see. No, you can't
Or
You can
dark
have
it's common.
Brimstorm in fire decks, yeah, in deck building.
Oh, I see.
Most
I
of the
see.
time you use Cinderwing because it's the same thing for less cost and less health. And you care about the flight more. But I think there's at least one deck that Cheese has that uses both dragons.
Interesting.
With
Yeah,
Obsidian Dwarves, they put both of the dragons in.
Oh no.
Have it fly in Balzar to just explode everything. And the rest of the deck gives you a bajillion boosts on Balzar. So we'll have like 12 boosts, flies in, deals 7 damage, and then explodes twice for 8 direct damage on everything.
Baldur is designed around not having any mobility. I don't
Yep.
know how he works in deck building.
God, yeah.
It is
already a dragon.
arguably the strongest deck built right now. Now that Blood Summon got nerfed, I think there are 3 decks in the broken decks category here in the deck building Discord, which you all are welcome to if you want to hang out there. And 2 of them are Obsidian Dwarves.
Just flying Obsidian Dwarves.
There's a flying Obsidian Dwarves, and there is a Purge Zeal Obsidian Dwarves.
Oh, interesting.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
I read that article in SW Zone. It's a very fun one.
So that also crushes.
Yeah.
Any mobility with Baldur is just insane.
The other one, if you're curious, is Shadow Elves Renewed Hope, where you just
No, that makes sense.
loop.
Terrifying.
You're just
All 3 of them are insane to play against. I have what I have my Elves deck build because of course, and it's quite strong. But on those decks, it's just can I kill you in the first 3 turns? Because if I can't, it's over.
That's amazing.
It sounds like Mead's dream, man. Like, he should play more deck building because if you could give Balzar a dragon, I feel like he would outdo his numbers like tenfold of how many games he plays in a day.
I don't know how people play so many games.
It's
I
crazy.
play a lot, but I play slow, and I think I'm at like less than an eighth of what Jexic has.
How many are you
Well,
on? Do you know?
I'm over 1,000, but I'm not that much over 1,000.
well, I've got to run myself, but this was a great game. Glad I was here to commentate it.
Yeah,
Congratulations to Nestle on the live league win, and
yeah. Congrats.
Yay! I finally win.
Enjoy the amazing ego boost that is a custom emoji. You get to feel all special. It's great.
all right. See you guys later. Peace out.
See you
Have a good one,
guys.
everybody.
Bye-bye. All right. Thanks for coming, guys. I will probably do a stream sometime this weekend, either tomorrow or Sunday. I'll probably do updates on Turtle Terror, watch some replays from Turtle Terror. Could be fun. I think most of the games are done at this point, or close to being done. So we can see what's happening with the upper bracket. But that was a lot of fun. Thank you to Nestle, Ciabatta, and of course Exile for commentating. Great game, great players. But yeah, I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.